Welcome to Wisdom Planet, wisdom worth spreading. Happy listening. The book I am going to interpret for you today is called Elon Musk, a Biography. It was published in September 2023. Regardless of which aspect you look at, Elon Musk is a complex person. As a successful individual, his identity is complex. He is an innovator who emerged from Silicon Valley, the world's richest person, a member of the National Academy of Engineering, and occasionally dabbles in internet fame due to his controversial remarks. As an entrepreneur, his companies are also complex. He owns Tesla, which manufactures electric cars, SpaceX, which researches rockets, Neuralink, which researches brain-machine interfaces, and he even founded a company called The Boring Company, which explores a new high-speed rail technology. He is also a co-founder of the artificial intelligence company OpenAI, and in 2023, he recently acquired Twitter, turning it into his own private venture. As a person, his personality is also complex. His brother, who was his first business partner, once said, "I love my brother very much, but working with him is really challenging." Even Bill Gates was attracted to what Musk is doing and wanted to be friends with him, but they ended up falling out because they couldn't tolerate each other's personalities. In short, Musk is a person who is difficult to summarize in various aspects. He has extremely strong qualities as well as extreme flaws. Sometimes, people perceive his words and actions as those of a megalomaniac or even a madman, while other times, he is truly making history and changing the world. So how did Musk become Musk? Where does this contradictory personality come from? If you look at the news, you might think that Musk often makes strange decisions out of the blue. But if you look back at his life path, you will find that many things are traceable. For example, after Musk acquired Twitter, he renamed it X. It's likely that people who saw the news at the time thought he was really unpredictable. However, if you look at Musk's entrepreneurial history, you'll find that this is not surprising at all. You may know that Musk founded the internet payment platform PayPal, and its predecessor was called X.com. When he made money with PayPal and turned his attention to the space industry, he founded SpaceX. You see, it's another name with an X. Although Musk is a co-founder of OpenAI, he has his own ideas about the field of artificial intelligence. So he simply started his own AI company called xAI. When you hear this, you'll realize that Musk really has an obsession with the letter X, so it's not surprising that he renamed Twitter. This is certainly a small matter, but it also illustrates a point. Even with complex individuals like Musk, we can still see patterns in his life trajectory, just like finding pieces of a puzzle that come together to form the complex Musk we see today. Today, the book I am going to interpret for you, Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and the Quest for a Fantastic Future, can help us understand Musk's life trajectory and how he became Musk. The author of this book, Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and the Quest for a Fantastic Future, is the renowned biographer Wlater Isaacson. His previous work, Steve Jobs, became a global sensation. Prior to that, he also wrote biographies on Henry Kissinger, Benjamin Franklin, Leonardo da Vinci, and Albert Einstein. If we were to rank the influence of global biographers, Isaacson would undoubtedly be at the top. For this biography, Isaacson tracked and interviewed Musk for over 2 years, participating in the big and small events of his life and career. Isaacson not only interviewed Musk's closest family members, friends, and colleagues, but also many people who had intense conflicts with Musk, including his father, former partners, former colleagues, and competitors, all of whom accepted Isaacson's interviews. Therefore, this is by no means a biography that solely praises or deifies Musk. When recounting some of Musk's major life events, Isaacson seeks out different parties to cross-verify the facts from multiple perspectives, even encountering situations where different parties involved in the same event give completely opposite accounts. Additionally, Musk has great respect for Isaacson and has never intervened in the creation of this book, nor has he read the manuscript before its official publication. In recent years, there has been almost an equal amount of praise and controversy surrounding Musk from the outside world. Most people view this innovative madman with strong biases or filters. However, Isaacson stands from a calm, objective, and truthful perspective, breaking through biases and filters, and presenting us with a real, unadorned Musk. This book is very rich in content, with a lot of details about Musk. How can I help you quickly understand this book in just over 20 minutes? I would like to do it in this way. As we mentioned earlier, although Musk is complex, we can see patterns from his life trajectory, just like finding puzzle pieces that piece together the complex Musk we see today. Next, I will introduce to you the 3 most important puzzle pieces in Musk's life. Part 1. The first puzzle piece is Musk's childhood. Musk's childhood was actually very contradictory. On one hand, he showed genius at a very young age and was seen as the child from another family in people's eyes. In 2020, Mae Musk, Elon Musk's mother, released her autobiography A Woman Makes a Plan. During an interview, Mae talked about Elon's childhood. She said that Elon loved reading books very much when he was young, and he could finish 2 books in one day on weekends. What sets Elon apart from others is that when he finishes reading something, he never forgets it. Elon can even remember everything he reads in the Encyclopedia Britannica. His family believes that Elon is a genius. Mae Musk admitted that the best 2 investments in her life, financially, were definitely Tesla stocks, but if it's about investments in life, it would definitely be the time she invested in her children. But on the other hand, Musk's childhood was very unfortunate. The reason why Musk loves reading is actually because he was not good at interacting with people when he was young. He said, "I would interpret what people said literally, but through reading, I began to understand that people often say one thing but mean another." For a long time, Musk was the youngest and shortest student in school. He also had difficulty making friends, which resulted in him being bullied and physically attacked at school. In fact, there was one time when Musk was bullied by a bully at school, and his head swelled up like a meatball. He had to be taken to the hospital and missed a week of school. Even decades later, as an adult, he had to undergo corrective surgery to repair the tissues inside his nose. But compared to the impact his father had on him, these physical pains are insignificant. After a severe case of domestic violence, Musk's parents divorced. At the age of 10, Musk moved in with his father, which became one of the biggest regrets of his life. Elon Musk possesses many contradictory traits. He is both a scoundrel and charming. He has the meticulous logic of an engineer and the wild imagination of a dreamer. But for young Musk, the most devastating aspect was his father's lack of empathy towards him. The time when Musk was beaten up by bullies at school, his father surprisingly took the side of the attackers. After returning home from the hospital, he was fiercely scolded by his angry father for a whole hour, being berated as worthless. From the age of 10 to 17, the 7 years Musk spent with his father were like opening a blind box. He could never guess when his father would become bright and cheerful, or when he would become gloomy and malicious. The switch between good and bad could happen in an instant. Although Musk rarely talks about his father after growing up, it is evident from many things that his father's influence on him is lifelong. I read in a book that Musk, as a wealthy person, used to send money to his father every month as living expenses. However, whenever he saw his father giving interviews to journalists, claiming how important his role was in Musk's success, Musk would reduce his financial support. This childhood also influenced Musk's way of doing things and his personality. In this book, Musk's ex-wife recalls to Ashley Vance that she and Musk had a code word, and whenever she said "you're becoming more and more like your father," it was a warning to him that he was falling into a dark realm. Musk has also reflected on his own personality with Isaacson, wondering why he enjoys provoking dramatic conflicts. He said, "I need to change my mindset and not always be in a crisis-ready state." In the book, Isaacson even speculates that Musk's relentless pursuit of acquiring Twitter may not be driven by business considerations, but rather to compensate for the childhood trauma of being bullied on the playground. Over the years, whenever he found himself in a desperate situation or felt threatened, he would recall the terror of being bullied on the playground. Now he has the opportunity to own the entire playground. Part 2. Helping us understand the second piece of Musk's puzzle is Musk's engineering mindset. During his college years, Musk first studied at Queen's University in Canada. During his time there, he had the opportunity to intern in the finance industry and join a bank's strategic planning team. However, Musk's internship experience was not a happy one as he felt that he couldn't adapt to the work culture and mindset of the bank. Musk had a classmate who transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in the United States, so Musk decided to transfer there as well. As an Ivy League school, UPenn offered 2 promising paths for its students. One was to pursue finance on Wall Street, and the other was to venture into technology in Silicon Valley. Musk had no interest in finance, so he began searching for internship opportunities in Silicon Valley. During his summer vacation in his third year of college, Musk worked 2 jobs in Silicon Valley. During the day, he worked at a research institute, studying the topic of supercapacitors, a device that provides energy for electric vehicles and space weapons. In the evenings, Musk worked at a gaming company, helping them solve programming challenges. At that time, due to the rise of computers, engineers in Silicon Valley preferred to study software rather than hardware. In their view, programming was more advanced than soldering circuit boards. However, Musk was different. He liked both hardware and software. You can see this from his 2 internships, as he was able to do programming work and also enjoyed manipulating real components. Both jobs made him feel happy. The work at the gaming company made Musk discover his talent for making games, but he didn't have as much passion for it. However, this experience turned him into an avid gamer. His work at the Research Institute during the day didn't result in many breakthroughs, but this internship experience in 1994 planted the seed in Musk's mind to research electric cars. If Musk had followed his original plan, he would have completed his undergraduate studies at the University of Pennsylvania and then applied for a graduate program in materials science to continue researching supercapacitors for electric vehicles. However, when he saw an entrepreneurial opportunity in Silicon Valley, he decisively took the plunge and became an entrepreneur. Although his experience of studying at UPenn and interning in Silicon Valley only adds up to 1 year, the impact of this year on him is enormous. Musk has never really identified himself as a businessman, he has always felt that he is an engineer at heart. The book is full of such details. For example, in September 2021, Isaacson met Musk in the conference room of SpaceX. When Musk saw Isaacson, he said, "What I love doing the most is working on iterations and upgrades with top engineers. My whole brain gets excited, just like during the National Day celebration." However, it remains questionable whether the engineers around Musk were equally excited. Isaacson watched as Musk and the engineers meticulously worked on rocket design, either reducing the weight of a particular part or lowering the cost of another. Musk's approach was very engineering-oriented. For instance, he proposed replacing some parts of the rocket engine with stainless steel. Some colleagues disagreed, and they had a reasoned argument. After listening to them, Musk thought they made sense, but he suggested trying it out instead of analyzing for months. If it failed, they could always switch back. Rapid prototyping allows us to quickly determine feasibility and promptly address any issues. In the end, he successfully replaced most of the components with stainless steel materials. At SpaceX's production factory, Musk noticed a slow-moving robotic arm that was slowing down production efficiency. He called in a technician who informed him that the arm's manufacturer had set it up that way. Musk decided to directly rewrite a section of code and adjusted the speed of the robotic arm. Including the concept of first principles that has become popular in the entrepreneurial circle because of Musk, there is also a hint of Musk's engineering temperament, respecting the laws of physics, abandoning other biases and traditions, and through repeated experiments, finding the best technical means to achieve one's goals. For him, the goal is to reduce the cost of rockets and electric cars. This idea is very engineering-oriented, and Musk often says, "It's just this and that, it's not like we're trying to break the laws of physics." Not only that, but Musk also often stands out from other bosses due to his engineering mindset when managing the company. There was a detail in the book. Before acquiring Twitter, Musk had a meeting with Twitter executives and asked a series of questions. For example, when the Twitter executives said they estimated that fake accounts accounted for about 5% of the total number of users, Musk immediately asked how they determined the quantity and if there were more specific numbers. Other questions included how many lines of code their software engineers write on average per day, why Twitter has 2,500 software engineers while his Tesla's autonomous driving team only has 200, and what the most resource-intensive features in terms of computing time and storage space are on Twitter's servers, and how these features are prioritized. The executives couldn't answer, which made Musk very angry. Twitter executives feel that Musk is just nitpicking, probably trying to lower the price through this approach. In fact, this is how Musk manages his companies, Tesla and SpaceX. He cannot tolerate this kind of inaccuracy. Whether it's at Tesla or SpaceX, Musk tirelessly recites his own set of algorithms during production meetings. In his view, this set of algorithms can improve the efficiency of the company's operations. The algorithm includes 5 major precepts. The first rule is to question every requirement. When making any request, the person making the request should be identified. It is not enough to simply say that the request is from the legal department or the security department, it should specify which colleague from the department made the request. Even if the request comes from Elon Musk himself, he encourages everyone to question it, improve it, and make it less foolish. The second point is delete all parts and processes that you can delete in the request. Although some processes will be picked up later, Musk reminds colleagues that the parts picked up in the end can only account for 10% of the deleted parts. Otherwise, it means that you haven't deleted enough. The third step is simplification and optimization. This should be done after the second step: first simplify, then optimize, so as to avoid optimizing a process that should not exist in the first place. The fourth point is accelerate turnover time. Every process can be sped up, but only after following the first 3 steps can this be done. Article 5 is automation. This is the final step, only after questioning all requirements, removing unnecessary parts and processes, filtering out and dealing with the problems that should be filtered out, and then advancing automation. You see, this is Musk's way of thinking. Whether it's research and development or management, in his eyes, it's all a system that can be improved. Even the process of improvement has been organized into a system by Musk. Although both are innovators, Musk and Jobs actually have very different temperaments. Isaacson quotes the views of Oracle founder Ellison in his book. Ellison is a good friend of Jobs and Musk, and he is also a board member of Apple and Tesla. This gives him the opportunity to observe the two individuals up close. Ellison said that Jobs only needed to focus on design concepts and software engineering, while the manufacturing process would be handled by others. However, Musk takes on various aspects such as manufacturing, supply chain, and giant factories. Jobs liked to walk through Apple's design studio every day, but he rarely visited Apple's factories. In contrast, Musk spends more time on the assembly line than in the design studio. This comparison also allows us to see more clearly the engineering qualities in Musk. Part 3. Helping us understand Musk's third puzzle piece is Musk's vision for the future of humanity. According to Isaacson's interview with Musk, during Musk's most curious teenage years, the books that had the greatest influence on him were science fiction novels. Among them, Musk's top 3 favorite works are The Moon is a Harsh Mistress by Robert Heinlein, Foundation by Isaac Asimov, and The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. What do these 3 novels talk about? The Stern Moon tells the story of the moon becoming a place of exile for human criminals, with the entire moon being managed by an artificial intelligence. When a rebellion breaks out in the exile colony, the artificial intelligence ultimately chooses to sacrifice itself to save humanity. Foundation tells the story of a future where human civilization has expanded throughout the entire galaxy, becoming a galactic empire. During the height of the galactic empire, a brilliant scientist predicts a dark period of ignorance, barbarism, and war that will last for 30,000 years. In response, he gathers the most exceptional scientists of humanity and establishes a foundation on a desolate planet at the edge of the galaxy, hoping that this foundation will preserve the spark of human civilization. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy opened up such a mind-boggling concept. There are various civilizations in the Milky Way, and Earth is just a rather insignificant one among them. There is an extraterrestrial civilization that is constructing a hyperspace expressway, which can be understood as a high-speed highway between planets. However, they discover that Earth's location happens to interfere with the construction of this expressway, so they decide to demolish Earth. And thus, the entire story begins from here. Why do I tirelessly recount the plots of these 3 novels for you? Because these 3 novels have had an enormous impact on Musk. You will find that almost all of his business ventures and ultimate goals are influenced by the themes of these 3 novels. What is his ultimate goal? It can be summarized in 3 sentences. The first sentence is to enable human survival across planets. The second sentence is to have artificial intelligence protect humanity, and these 2 points, in fact, serve the third sentence, which is the goal of preserving the spark of human civilization. If you take a closer look at Musk's entrepreneurial history, you will find that he is indeed using his companies to gradually realize his vision. Elon Musk founded SpaceX because he believed that reusable rockets are an important condition for humanity to break through from a single-planet civilization to a multi-planet civilization. He founded Tesla to research electric vehicles and Boring Company to explore new directions in high-speed rail, both with the hope of promoting the use of sustainable energy in the future. He established xAI to create an artificial intelligence that can truly protect and serve humanity. The founding of Neuralink, on the other hand, aims to develop a brain-machine interface as an additional means for humans to avoid the influence of malevolent artificial intelligence. Of the 6 companies Elon Musk owns, 5 of them align with his ultimate goal. I know that Musk's ultimate goal may sound a bit cheesy to us, but he has his own reasons. Musk discovered that technological progress is not inevitable. People naturally assume that technology will automatically progress, but the fact is that many technologies can actually become extinct if not deliberately preserved. The knowledge of building pyramids in ancient Egypt was later lost, just like the architectural technology of ancient Rome. If we consider these examples too distant, then in the last century, the United States landed on the moon, but later the spaceflight program was abandoned, and much knowledge was also lost. Therefore, Musk believes that continuous effort is needed to preserve human knowledge. Moreover, Musk is also very obsessed with the Fermi paradox. The Fermi paradox was proposed by the famous physicist Enrico Fermi when discussing extraterrestrial life in the universe. Simply put, if it is really as other astronomers estimate, there is a high probability of the existence of other civilizations in the universe, then why don't we see any signs of intelligent life? This may mean that our estimation of extraterrestrial civilizations is too optimistic. In Musk's view, if the Earth is the only civilization in the universe, then we have a greater obligation to protect this unique seedling. In his opinion, the best way is to enable humans to live on more planets, not just on Earth, so that the probability of civilization's survival will greatly increase. The book quotes a statement from Musk to Isaacson: "There are very few true milestones: the appearance of single-celled life, the appearance of multicellular life, the differentiation of plants and animals, the transition of life from the ocean to land, the emergence of mammals, the emergence of consciousness." At this scale, the next major breakthrough is obvious: to make life on Earth multiplanetary. Regardless of whether others agree or not, Musk truly believes that his goals have epoch-making significance, and he has always been driven by this goal to strive forward. Conclusion. Here, I have finished interpreting this book, Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and the Quest for a Fantastic Future, written by Wlater Isaacson, for you. Through the 3 puzzle pieces we have uncovered, the complex Musk has become easier for us to understand. At the end of this audio, I want to share with you a question that Isaacson has been pondering. This question didn't arise solely because of this biography. While writing Steve Jobs, a biography, Isaacson constantly wondered, was it necessary for Jobs to be so harsh, so brutally honest, and so indulged in dramatic conflicts? He posed this question to Jobs' partner, Wozniak. Wozniak said that if he were in charge of Apple, he would treat people more kindly. He would treat everyone at Apple like family and wouldn't immediately fire employees. Then he paused and continued, "But if we did that, we might never have made the Macintosh." The Macintosh personal computer is hailed as one of Apple's greatest products, and you can still see its influence on Apple's excellent products today. When writing this biography of Elon Musk, Isaacson has also been pondering this question. At the beginning of this book, he quotes Musk as saying, "For all those people I have offended, I just want to say that I have reinvented the electric car and I am going to send people to Mars with a rocket ship." But if I were a laid-back, relaxed ordinary person, do you think I could achieve these things? If he could be more relaxed and approachable, would he still be the person who will send us to Mars and to the future world of electric cars? Isaacson only raises the question in his book. It seems that after every reader understands Musk's complex life, they will have to come up with their own answer. Congratulations on finishing another book. Thank you for your support. Please subscribe to our Wisdom Planet audiobook channel. Like and share it with family and friends. Wisdom worth spreading and opening up a better future. Thank you, and see you again.